That's one angry bee. Hi, I'm Dennis Gage, and welcome to My Classic Car. Well, this week we're in St. Ignace, Michigan for their annual car show. Man, it's beautiful here in the Upper Peninsula. And I gotta tell you, today, fabulous weather, and it's packed with cars. Let's get around and check a few of these out. These things are so funny. I love this. Top Hat, how you doing, man?
Dennis Gage, the mustache man, how it be?
It'd be good, Top Hat. Good to see you, man. I mean, you are a legend in your own time, I must say, Top Hat John.
Some people say legend in my own mind.
I wouldn't say that. But, you know, I've known you for years, and I almost always run into you when I'm here, which the first time was 24 years ago. The last time was 10 or 12 years ago.
That's last century.
Isn't it? I know. But this show's been going for how long?
This is the 44th year, Dennis.
44th year. This is a big show today. What do you have? Do you know the count?
Oh yeah, today we get typically a little over 700, between 700 and 1,000 cars on the high end, and the count of people is about 25 or 30,000 that come in on today, Saturday.
Yeah, and it's all, I mean, St. Ignace really is this strip. The whole town, I mean, I guess there's something else over there, but really the town is this strip.
The only town in the state of Michigan that does not have a stoplight.
Well, nobody's moving too fast today, let me tell you. But it's just packed, and you know, cars all up and down. It's probably a stretch of a mile and a half, 2 miles.
Exactly.
And you got all of 25, 30,000 people here. It's really amazing. This is like one that people put on a calendar.
Yes, and what's amazing, literally, is you talk to people, and they're second generation with mom and dad, still coming out with mom and dad's cars and their cars. So it's family oriented. It's a great place to be. As you know, the views are stupendous.
You can't beat the UP. I mean, the UP is really cool, and we're just a ferry ride from Mackinac Island. We came over on the bridge, and just, you know, that suspension bridge is so cool, and you just, you know, you go from Mackinac City into St. Ignace. It's just like really nice up here. And especially on a day like this, it's just great. There's so many great cars out. What do you say we go around, look at a few?
Let's do it.
All right, man, let's go. Well, Joe, this is a stout little machine here.
Thank you.
This is like a 74 MGB GT.
Correct.
Right?
Yep.
Now, I always like these. I like that hatchback look and everything like that.
Me too.
Did you build this?
Yeah, I built it at home in my garage, actually.
One of the things that's I think really cool is in fact your flush-mounted windshield and then the notch in it. How'd you do that?
Well, it's a Lexan windshield. You know, I was trying to keep it really light. The car, it only weighs 2,300 pounds, and the part of the notch was just to give it some look, and it runs into the functional hood scoop, which runs the helmet coolers inside the car.
Oh, is that what that's for?
Yes.
Oh, cool. So is this all fiberglass, or is this?
No, this is all steel.
Man.
It's all hand fabricated. Yeah, it took some time.
You got some skills, man.
Thank you.
Now are the fenders fiberglass?
Yeah, the fenders are fiberglass.
Wow.
The hood is the original aluminum hood, though.
Oh, really? And then you just cut a hole and you had to kick that up.
Flared it up.
And you still got a pretty MG looking grill too.
Yeah, I didn't want to get away from it. Yeah, it's all MG stock in the front. The car's wider, so that's actually 2 factory bumpers that I cut and spliced, and it's widened.
No kidding.
Yeah. And same with the rear, it's cut and spliced and wide and stuff like that.
It just really looks good. Love the side pipes. And yet she's just as serious on the inside as she is on the outside.
Yes, sir.
I love the tubes for the helmet coolers. Is that what I'm looking at?
Those are the tubes. Yep, they plug right into the side of the helmet, give you fresh air when it gets hot, because the aluminum floor, big motor, it's going to get hot.
It's going to get hot. And I like the gates there, you know, to isolate your switches.
Yes, you don't want to accidentally hit the wrong switch, so it gives you a big spot.
Wow. Just so cool. And then you get back here, again, it looks pretty stock almost back here.
Yep.
Now, you say you widened it. How did you do that?
It's just all body. It's been widened
okay, I see.
To tuck the tires.
Speaking of mods, I see some interesting suspension. What's going on there?
It's just cantilever suspension. It's roughly a 1-to-1 ratio. It's got 2 struts that run down to the axle and come up here to give it some interest through the window.
Yeah, now did you design that?
Yeah, that's all designed by me and stuff.
And how's it work? I mean, it
works
well?
Really well.
Well, let's see what you have under the hood there, because that's really the amazing part of this car.
Yeah, that makes the car.
Yeah, I just, you know, my goodness. What is this?
This is a Coyote motor, Ford Coyote motor from Roush. They do a little massage work to it and put in the bigger pistons and steel crank and some rods and dyno tune it.
And you can, I mean, this is streetable, fully streetable.
I drive it to work all the time. Me and the boy go out cruising.
rocket ship is what it is.
Yeah,
a rocket ship. So
absolutely.
1974 MG BGT with a 5-liter Roush in it. Holy mackerel, I love this car.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Man, Dave, I'm a sucker for Lincoln Zephyrs, and this one sucked me right in when I saw it. It's just, it's a beautiful car to begin with, but there's a lot going on here, and there's a lot of different Zephyrs in this, because it's a 38, right?
This is a 38 Zephyr.
But that's not a 38 grill.
That's a custom-made grill. The original grill had horizontal teeth in it, and
Right.
they changed it to vertical.
And these are 39.
Those are 39
Right.
because they got a better profile here.
Yeah, they're
they
just-
match the line and the fender.
Now, this didn't start out as a convertible. Did they make a convertible?
They did. This was the first year in 38 for convertibles, but this was a coupe. So I built a new tube steel frame under it, and it creates a lot more stiffness for a convertible.
And are you on air?
And it's on air ride. Yeah.
So, I mean, this thing is beautiful. And what you've done in the interior is just gorgeous, because really, you've left a 38 Zephyr dash for the most part, right?
Those are the original gauges, but the waterfall grill, they call it, on the original Zephyr went straight to the floor. So a good friend of mine who's an excellent metal worker, I said, do you think you can make that into a console that flows right through the car?
So that's all fabricated.
That's all
instead
steel.
of going down, she goes
all
like that.
steel fabricated.
Up and back around the seats.
Yeah,
Oh,
and there's
man.
storage in there and switches under the middle.
Jeez. Oh man. I mean, I love everything about this car. But it's, for me, it's actually the rear end of a Zephyr that's the coolest. And here again, you know, your lines, you just
Crisping them up. Yeah.
Crisp, so crisp. But this is also not how it terminated originally.
No, originally the fender came down here and there was a light mounted on the rear. So I extended these here and made these custom lights for it. And then a good friend of mine who made the console, he also made these
bezel for it?
bezels and the trim piece here.
My goodness, this is just stunning. And these came with a flathead V12, which was an interesting engine, but you've changed that. Let's go look at it. So it says Lincoln, is it? It's obviously Ford.
It's a 460 Lincoln motor.
Really?
It's
Okay.
got 56 Lincoln valve covers on it and a 38 Lincoln Zephyr hubcap for the air cleaner.
Oh, is that what?
It just happened to fit perfectly.
This is just gorgeous, Dave. 38 Lincoln Zephyr that's just had all sorts of stuff done with it and all done right. Thanks a lot for bringing it out.
Oh, you're welcome.
Tim, this is a mean machine here.
Thank you.
I like this car. This is a 65 Sport Fury.
Yes,
right?
it is, sir.
I love the, you know, the kind of Hearst paint scheme, but
Yes.
they didn't offer that, did they?
No, they did
Oh,
not.
okay. Well, man, she is just a beauty. These things were so strong. I always liked this body style,
Yes.
and it's this was the last year for it, right?
Yes.
Well, you know, when I look at the interior, this thing's got to have been completely redone.
Believe it or not, this interior is totally original.
You can't be serious.
It's totally original, right to the floor mats.
Wow. This thing came out of the factory slick.
Yes, it did.
Wow. So you did upgrade to a B&M,
Yes, sir.
and is that a tack
Just
on
a
the
little
car?
small tack of the Stewart Warner gauges. It does have a gear vendor over-under drive system in it.
Jeez, it's nice, and I like the crease in the roof, the kind of fake convertible.
Yeah.
And this is a nice touch too, the checkered flag.
Yes, I really like it. It kind
Me
of
too.
sets it off to the car.
Great 3 taillights, and it was, so is all of this, that little engine turning and stuff, that's all original?
That's
too?
all original to the car.
Golly, for 1965, this thing's held up pretty darn
Exactly,
doggone
it
well.
has.
Man, and you've got it. I mean, this is kind of how we used to do it back in the day. We jacked them up, you know.
There are the Mopower Superstock springs on here, so there's
Oh.
no air shocks or nothing. So that's the stance.
No, it's just, and these just look, like I said, they just mean business.
Yes.
And it says max wedge. Let's go look at that.
Okay.
Open her up there, Tim. Oh, it's a dual quad max wedge.
Yes, sir.
Holy mackerel. Holy mackerel. So 426. Has this been massaged a bit too?
Yes, sir. So it's been all port matched, all machined.
Wow.
Keith Black pistons and rods in it.
Oh.
Crank's been turned.
So kind of serious stuff, huh?
Yeah. Yep.
What kind of horsepower does this thing
I'm
make?
thinking it's probably right around 5 1/4.
No, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that gets and a torque flight, I imagine,
Torque
behind it.
flight. Yep. 727.
Jeez. Great looking car.
Yep.
So 1965 Sport Fury max wedge dual
Yes,
quad.
sir.
Yes. Mopar.
Love it.
Steve, I love Falcons. My wife had a 63 Futura convertible. I just think, and this is the first gen Falcon. This is a 61, right?
Right.
I just think they're happy looking cars.
Yeah.
And everybody smiles when they see a Falcon.
Oh yeah, everybody's got a Falcon story.
They do,
Their
don't
family.
they?
Friends or family, they
Touched a lot of people, didn't it?
Yeah, they sold a lot of them.
Yeah. Well, this is one of the early American compacts. It came out actually in '60.
Yeah.
And so this is the second year for it. This is really beautiful. It caught my eye. Well, it's kind of green, and I'm kind of a green car guy. And I like the choice of going wide whites on it. It really does set this thing off, especially with the white top. And did it come with a white top? I didn't think you could get them two-tone.
No, but at the dealer they would put a white top on there just to break it up a little bit.
Yeah. But what a cool little car, and a little baby scoop.
Yeah. Yeah, they were all standard like that.
And what I was surprised at is the bucket seats. This is a Futura, right?
Yeah.
Well, and I don't know that they even had a Sprint in '61.
No, they didn't. This would have been the sporty model. They came out with this 61 and a half.
Yeah.
And which gave you the spears on the quarter panel and bucket seats and a console.
So you've redone the interior, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Yep, everything, all this.
I mean, this is just beautiful. You've done such a nice job of it. It must.
Yeah, thanks.
Did you get it this way?
No, it was a basket case. It was just a shell, and I literally had nothing. I just had a rusted body. But this is the way the car came, this color.
Nice work, man.
Yeah, thanks.
Now
it's a labor of love.
Labor of love. So this would have come with, I think the base engine was 144 or a 170, both straight sixes, right?
Yeah, this one was the 144 with the 3 on the tree.
3 on the tree. But you've upgraded that? Let's go see what you did. Yeah, that's no 144 inline 6. Now, is that the 260 that they're putting in '63?
This is a 302 from a Mustang.
Oh, okay.
But I redid it. I got forged pistons and Edelbrock E Street kit in it with the cam and the heads.
Holy cow.
So it pushes out about 320 horse.
So kind of a sleeper too, huh?
Yeah, I really like what cars look like stock. But I want to hide the performance stuff.
Well, you did, because I wasn't expecting that. I just love this thing. So 1961 Falcon Futura.
Right.
Looks like a total stalker with some performance under the hood.
Yeah.
I love this car, Steve. Thanks for bringing it up.
Oh, thanks, Dennis.
Well, Dave, this is a beautiful boat. And we're right on the water. We should have a big boat like this.
It kind of rides like a boat, too.
This is a 64 Olds 98 convertible, right? Two-door.
Yes.
I don't know if I've ever seen one of these. They're pretty rare.
Yeah, they made just over 4,000 of them.
That's it?
Was ever made. Yeah.
Of the convertibles, right?
Yeah, of a convertible.
It's ornate. There's a lot going on the grill, and a lot of that's cast, and the lines on it are so crisp. And I love the color too. What is that?
Pacific Mist.
Pacific Mist. That's really. I mean, it has a nice ring to it.
And that is the original color that's supposed to be on.
And are those factory wheels?
No, those are replacement wheels and kind of resemble the Cutlass era.
They do, yeah.
The ovals.
I love it. And your interior, buckets originally, I'm assuming?
No, the only available seat in a convertible was a bench seat. Oh. This is out of a '64 Starfire. The console and the seats, and I stitched them to match the original back seat. That is the original seat yet in the back.
This again looks factory. It's still got that great Oldsmobile steering wheel. And this trim here, going all the way back here, just beautiful. And I love how the tail lights kind of splay out there.
Yeah.
Was that 64 only?
Yep, 64 only for that.
And
98 only.
And
too.
98 only. Did you redo this?
No, that's all original trim
Kidding
there.
me. I can't
The
believe
bumper
it.
has been replated, but nothing else has been replated back here.
Well, the other thing, you had the hood up before, and that caught my eye. Let's go look at your engine.
Okay.
Yeah, you see, that's what I saw earlier. The dual quad setup.
Yeah.
Did it come with that?
No, it did not. Originally, they had one 4G 4-barrel on them.
So what is the engine? Is it 390?
394. That is the original engine. It has many modifications to it, and it's now a 437. It's bored and stroked, and
Holy cow.
the heads are done with roller rockers, a special ground cam.
Well, you did it all.
Yeah.
Gentleman's rocket.
Yeah.
It's Banker's hot rod.
Yeah, it's kind of the theme of the car, a little
My
bit.
goodness. So 1964 Oldsmobile 98 convertible.
Yep.
Wow. Thanks a lot, Dave.
Thank you, Dennis.
Man.
Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you and your car. Oh man, I love the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and the St. Ignace Car Show is a great excuse to come here. Check this one out.